professional artists, we are entrepreneurs, but maybe you shouldn't call yourself that on your profiles. Hi, I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. To be a professional artist, you are essentially an entrepreneur. You are building your own business from scratch. This is all about what you're creating. And you have to be very business mind oriented in order to succeed with this. Unfortunately, the land of I'm going to sit in my studio and paint all day and everybody else is going to do the business portion of this, promoting me, getting me into galleries, paying my bills, doing my taxes. We have to do all of that. I mean, eventually, sure, we may get to a point where we can hire someone to do that, but to start off with, that's not how it works. We have to do it ourselves. We are an entrepreneur. And I've been seeing a lot of artists lately. I'm glad that they're getting into the mindset of the fact that they're an entrepreneur, but I'm seeing a lot of artists list themselves on their profiles, on their about page, on their social media as being an artist/entrepreneur. You've got to understand something about the word entrepreneur. Kind of has a negative connotation to many people. A lot of people still associate that word with scam artists and those pyramid schemes, where people were sign up to sell Amway under me and I get money and then you get money and then you get people to sign up. And these things that I know that's not a scam, but it has this kind of negative, that's not a real job attitude or idea behind it that a lot of people see it that way. Or just as somebody who wants to pretend that they're a business person and doesn't actually make money. Unfortunately, I think many of us have met people who call themselves entrepreneurs and fit within these molds. So that word now, when we tell our friends and family, I'm an entrepreneur, most of them are just gonna look at you and go, I mean, telling people you're an artist, at least then they'll go, oh, that's neat. What do you paint or draw? But when you say you're an entrepreneur, that even if they weren't taking the art part that seriously, you throw the entrepreneur word out there and they're just like, so I guess I'm picking up the tab on our dinner, right? I mean, people don't really take that word that seriously. Does it mean that you don't want to be an entrepreneur? No. But it means that you don't necessarily need to throw that word out at people. It's not impressing anyone, first of all. There's no real reason to be writing that on your profile, to be writing that out. It's not an impressive thing. It's true just in that you need to know that information so you can put yourself in that mindset, so you know what books to be looking for, what blogs to follow, podcasts to listen to, so you learn more about business and marketing. You need to know that you're an entrepreneur, but no one else really does. Kind of like your pant size. I need to know what size pants I wear so that when I go shopping, I know what to buy. But that sure doesn't mean I'm going to be posting that number on my website, on my profile, pant size this, pant size. No one needs to know that. It doesn't affect them. Yes, I need to know that information, but the rest of the world really doesn't. And again, it's not like it's that you have to be ashamed of it. It's not that I'm ashamed of my pant size. It's that if I started posting that online places, people would look at me like, what is wrong with her? The other thing that's a bit of a problem with using the term entrepreneur is you have to consider your brand, how you want people to view you. Honestly, most buyers are still in the mindset that art is some fantasy world and we dance under the moon while we're painting barefoot. And okay, I do paint barefoot, but I mean, they want to think that there's this fantasy magic, there's fairies involved and muses and all these different things going on. That is kind of not how art works. You start throwing that word entrepreneur in there, businessman, businesswoman, whatever, you kind of disillusion them. We don't necessarily want to do that. It's good for our buyers to think that this is some magical world. They like that. They want to buy into that. I'm not saying that you need to make claims that you dance under the moon to paint. I'm just saying you don't need to throw out the other side too. I'm a business person. Yes. Obviously, you're a business person. Other artists know that. If you're successful, they know that you're a business person. But I don't think that it impresses the buyers. I don't think that it has a positive impact on your business. Just remember, every time you're coming up with a descriptive term, every time that you describe anything or you write anything on your social media pages, anything, not just your descriptions, but your actual posts of your artwork, all of that affects your brand. The words that you use matter in how your buyers are going to view you. So really figure out how you want them to see you and decide, is the word entrepreneur really going to fit into how they need to view you in order to want to make that purchase? Spoiler alert, no, probably not. Hey, have you hit that subscribe button? I have new art videos 5 times a week. There's just a ton of them. If you are an artist looking for tips on improving your own work or getting business and marketing tips, or you just want some motivation, this is a great channel for you. I know, I made it. In my professional entrepreneur opinion, you should subscribe. I'll see you guys on Tuesday.